Everyone, I'm Kelly Bear, and today we're going to talk about how moms matter in the workforce and what you need to know about moms and their value and how we can help them thrive. So first of all, we need to recognize that there's over 24 million moms in the workforce in the United States alone. They're essential contributors and they're often under-recognized. Most of their strengths and stressors are invisible. You don't really see all of them, right? We keep it hidden. We have dual pressure. We're balancing two full-time roles. We're trying to be an awesome employee. Meet production means meet expectations, be on time, do awesome, and keep moving forward. And we're also trying to be a loving parent, compassionate, and we're on 24 hours a day. The balls are constantly in the air. We're constantly juggling, trying to keep it all moving. And there's high expectations of both. We want to be the best we can be. We want to show up for our work, excited, interested, invested. And we want to show up at home the same way. We want to be nurturing. We want to be loving. We want to show up vested and committed to our families. We don't ask for help when we're overwhelmed. We don't say things because we may be perceived as a weakness or we can't handle it. Most of us are brought up with just suck it up and keep moving forward. Just deal with it. Just keep moving, right? We have a very heavy mental load. We are planning, we're coordinating, we're anticipating, we're trying to figure out what's next. Is school closed? Is somebody sick? Did daycare close? Is there something going on? Is there a permission slip that wasn't signed that now needs to be signed, that needs to be gotten to the office before a certain time so your child can get on a field trip? Is there a computer that's left at home? Did we forget that there was a band practice, or early dismissal? And we also have to think about, do we answer the email? Do we make the meetings? Do we take the action steps for that meetings? Are we collaborating? Are we putting enough energy into all our tasks at work? There's so much labor on both sides, right? There's caregiving, one side home, and there's also decision making on both sides. So just because we act like it's all good doesn't mean it is. We can always use some help. So before we get into how we can help the moms in the workforce, let's talk about the strengths moms bring to the workforce. First of all, have you ever seen a mama bear protecting her cubs? She's crazy. She is so loyal and she's fierce. Moms are fierce, and you want that energy on your team, right? You want that resiliency. You want that protection. You want that nurturing, and you want that focus. So that's where it ties in. Moms are fast. They move with precision. They have to. They don't have a choice. They're very consistent. They know what needs to be done. They're reliable. They're going to show up and do the thing. They're very resourceful. They don't have a choice. And great at problem solving, right? Something comes up, you don't know what to do, ask them up. Odds are there's some way that she can figure that out. They're nurturing, right? They nurture other people. They're emotionally intelligent. They can read the room. They can nurture others. If employees having a hard time, most times that mom is going to step in and help because it's in her blood. It's her natural instinct to step in. And the ability to manage moving pieces. They're great leaders. They're leading a home. They're leading a family. They're great at leading organizations and teams because they can keep it all together. They are the power source for what keeps so many things running. Their workplace, their position, their home, their kids getting fed, life going on. They keep things running. What leaders and coworkers need to understand is that moms don't need special treatment per se, but they could use some predictability, right? That can reduce the stress immediately if they can predict what time they need to be somewhere, when this is happening, when this project needs to be done, they can move forward. They can put it in the schedule and they can make it happen. Clear communication, right? That prevents them from getting overwhelmed, not knowing what's going on. Tell them what you need when you need it by. And be reliable. Be there if they have a question, right? Be okay answering their questions. The reliability on both sides is going to keep building trust and building emotional safety so they can keep going back and keep feeling like they're getting their cup filled up and they're getting what they need to do a great job. And moms respect boundaries, right? They respect boundaries for others and they need you to respect their boundaries. These little micro adjustments that are so big for moms, time flexibility, predictable skeletons, predictable scheduling, regular check-ins, just saying, hey, good morning, how you doing today? Right? Sometimes you just need to feel heard and a little bit of appreciation, compassionate communication. Hey, I care. I know it's been a rough week. I know it's been really busy at work, but how you doing? And shared workload clarity. So that looks like being able to do a project and everybody knowing what they're doing, what their role is, and they can work together as a team. Supportive and reliable coworkers. They know they can lean on somebody. If there's a problem and they need to leave for an emergency, they can turn to the coworker and say, hey, can you finish this up for me? And I'll help you tomorrow. Right? That's what we need. We need a support system. We have a support system at home with family and friends. And how we thrive at work is if we also have a support system, right? We're feeling like we are heard. We're feeling like we matter. We're feeling like we know what to do. We know how long we have to do it, and we want to do it. It's exciting, right? So it's a win-win situations to support moms in these little micro changes, right? Because it makes us stronger, it makes the team stronger. It has high retention. Moms are very loyal. If you're good to them, they will be good to you, right? And they wouldn't feel burnt out because they'll be getting energy from work. They'll be getting excited about it. They won't feel like they're drained at home and they're drained at work. And let's face it, it creates a better culture. When there's better communication, there's just a better culture. And supporting moms is smart leadership because they make up 24% of the workforce. Why not take these little micro changes and see how you can use it today to support the moms in your organization? Thanks for listening. Hope you have a great day.